Winner bracket is over, and now the lower bracket final. Who's gonna go to the playoffs alongside Focus? It's either gonna be 1-2-0 or Foggy. 1-0
Yeah, bro.
got squashed by Focus, to be honest. One disconnect, okay, but the second game was very one-sided. Same for Foggy, actually. I mean, the second game was quite close. If he makes a few different choices in map 2, he can win it. Also in the Chinese chat, they said, oh, what happened there? We all thought Foggy would win. And then there was just TD saying, ha 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 ha. That's just, I don't know. Maybe he just doesn't believe in the boxing champion. Yeah, against 1-2-0 though, Foggy has never, ever won a series against this guy in pro competition.
You know, the thing about every streak is, every streak ends.
Correct.
Well, that's not true, actually. Some streaks just cannot be continued. But most streaks end. So, is this where it ends? It might be, honestly. I think Foggy here has better chances than he may have had in the past, just for the sole fact that this is online. And he can hope for 1-0 playing foolishly.
Alright, you hear the chains, off we go! Ukraine versus China, Undead versus Night Elf. And the 1-0 pick is not working either. Two of the youngest guys we have on the scene, Foggy 25, 1-0 22. And there you see it in map comparison, it's 15% for Foggy only. If you go for series, it's the 6-0 win streak for 1-2-0. Can this be broken? Is it the day? And will it be a huge success for the Ukrainian if he makes it on Chinese servers against the best Undead versus Night Elf player in maybe the history of this game? Certainly in today's scene. Foggy in the upper right, 1-0 in the bottom left. Last refuge, here we go.
It's a very, very tough ask. Historically, Foggy's worst matchup for quite a while. And 1-0, he is just a beast. And that is why I'm liking Foggy's opening. He is not gonna play into the standard meta. Are you really trying to defeat 1-0 in a micro wars with worse ping? That doesn't sound like a very smart idea. So, no, that's not what he's doing. He's playing this strange off meta. He is playing a neutral hero, which nowadays pretty much always means Beastmaster, accompanied by an expansion trying to win with numbers. And I think that's very smart. I think with this he has the best chance of defeating his opponent.
He also goes for the moon building placement. We saw this last week or 2 weeks ago, I think last week. With moon positioning his moon wells here in between the expansion and the main, which kind of opens up his base for everything. But what can he do? I mean, ghoul attack, yeah. Can it knock down a Tree of Life? I don't know. He will be there with his hero. He will be there with his archers, and maybe even with mercenaries, as his Engine of War is pretty close to the mercenary camp.
1-0 is playing a tavern hero, dude.
Yep. I was wondering that his altar is quite late.
Okay.
What's this? Dark Ranger?
Now, is this just clowning around, or is this actually seriously decent? It's pretty cool that he's got the backpack. Really has to try to not get that stolen.
Or killed. Oh, let's pick it up.
It has 75 HP, so it survives a little.
Both with the Tavern Hero, interestingly. So what's it gonna be?
Is he waiting maybe to show Foggy's hero and then he's gonna choose? So what's the counter to a Beastmaster now, guys?
Should be a Dark Ranger, I think.
So, wait. He's baiting with a lot of necromancy, dude.
Fire Lord!
What? What?
Okay, that's a lot of hits on this lava spawn already.
Alright guys, do you remember this one tournament called Ting Invitational?
Well, Soulburn and Incinerate is not that bad. Okay, you have lava spawn here, so most likely no none. Are you going for Incinerate or Soulburn? I mean, both are kind of good.
Really? I think both are kind of crap. I think this hero called Firelord in general is slightly under attack.
So many hits already on these lava spawns. I mean, they can be dispelled easily, obviously.
Yeah. It does take 2 wisps, I guess.
A town is under
Alright, so
siege.
the first lava spawn split. The second
getting-
one will too,
Yeah.
I think. But they still run out of time in the end.
He has to get some hits out there for more quick. He shuts down the Beastmaster fairly early by stealing 2 camps from Foggy's side, which is a very nice idea. Lots of haste as well. Sweet! And here's the 4th lava spawn. And he starts to split. Yes, he does. 5 lava spawns.
What the hell is this game? Yeah, but when they
4,
split, check out the timer. They will run out in the end because they don't reset their entire duration.
Yeah. Wisps are coming in for Foggy. 5 archers as well. 2 Quillbees.
Oh my
Could
God,
be good experience. It's level 2. Oh, that detonate was nice. Getting this one as well, but denied by 1-0. Getting another ghoul.
Well, I mean, he is keeping the expansion from coming up.
Yep.
That's a certainty.
Oh, surround almost. Tries it again, but no damage anymore.
Beastmaster versus Firelord, dude.
Yep. 2 Moonwells, still with good mana. Huntress Hall coming for Dryads, of course, the spell. You need it. It's a lot. It's late.
And once there's this spell, like, what does this Firelord actually do?
If there's a lot of tier 1 units, Incinerate can get spiral out of control quite hard. But yeah, it's hard. It's really hard. Tier 2 tech is done. And what are you going for now?
Naga
Double
battle.
Naga.
The one's got a skeleton. Unfair advantage. Okay, but they both survive.
A player's forces are under attack.
I like the Naga against the Firelord, man.
Yeah.
Slowing this one down. He's so squishy. And I mean, there's not too much damage. Foggy, by the way, is not doing anything at the moment. Hunter's Hall is there. He's building, well, first lore and the expo. And now the Naga comes in. How much damage can he do? Can he force a TP?
There was such a nice Shadow Meld as well, by the way. Saving it and then moving her away again before he realizes he has the dust.
Oh, kills the lava spawn right before the split. Tries to block the Firelord by a summoned Quillbeast, but that doesn't work. But now, no boots on the Naga. Trying to block with the Beastmaster doesn't work.
Oh, the replenishment on the Firelord right
Yep.
now is real nice.
Should be a cooldown on the Quillbeast, otherwise he could kill it with a ranged attack.
Maybe forgetting right now. Oh no, Nerob in the main. That's pretty greedy. And here's a Quillbeast. Cancels the replenishment. Alright, a bit of skirmishes across the map. The important thing is, Expo is coming up. And it really doesn't look like 1-0 is going to be able to cancel this. If he wants to, he has to go out right now.
Yeah. It's so weird to see an undead game without a DK and without a Dreadlord maybe first, which would be like the alternative. But no, it's 2 non-undead heroes, so really interesting choice for sure.
Maybe Alchemist third, so he can heal them.
Player's forces are under attack.
I don't know, it's kind of weird. But if he goes for Frenzy Timing, which is always strong for Undead, especially against Night Elf, the Naga does provide a lot with Fog Lightning and with the Cold Arrow. Well, at the moment only with the Cold Arrow, he doesn't have level 2 Fog Lightning yet. A bit of range attack from the Quillbeast, from the lowest one, I mean, could also be nice. He's level 3 now. But there will be Dryads coming out, and I imagine tons of Dryads.
Yep.
A player's forces.
Also a Flute of Accuracy, plus we don't only have Dryads, we also have a Shadow Priest for the spell. It's getting better and better for Foggy here. But he's being creep-jacked. Piercing damage doesn't do too much against the archers. One unlucky S there. Incinerate it is? Oh yeah.
Doesn't work on magic immune though.
Nope. Oh, then Naga Fog Lightning! And she dies! Can he get the double kill? There's a good amount of slow with Frost Armor and with the poison.
A player's forces are under
Oh, there's a
attack.
statue to heal though.
Yeah, yeah.
And he escapes.
So if he wanted to go for frenzy timing, then that's now out the window. And he doesn't even have frenzy, by the way. There it is. Incinerate. Come on, blow up, bro. I want to see it.
Take some time.
Seems like the Fiend's gonna die first.
Oh, speaking of dying, the Fire Lord has to use the invul or not.
He really wanted to get that
Player's forces are
incinerate
under-
attack.
is under siege.
Well, I don't know. How good is he looking for 1-0? Not too good, I'd say.
Nope.
33 supply.
Well, Foggy can't break a base right now. Lich third. Now he has to resurrect the Naga. Then he can resurrect his first hero. This is looking really rough.
Pretty much. Easy going from here. Foggy. However, you don't want to get overconfident, of course. It is the 1-0 you're playing up against. Spending so many ghoul kills here now as well. Oh, so easy with a double slow. Actually, only one ghoul kill so far. It's okay.
But we're
It's
getting
gonna have another Nova.
closer and closer to the level 4 Beastmaster. And the level 2 Hawk. I mean, there's not too much to spell. A-bombs are coming. He has the upgrade, but it's just gonna be like
Player's
one
forces are
destroyer at the same time. So the Hawk against statues is so good. And the Expo is up and running. And tier 3 is on the way. The problem at the moment for Foggy is that he can't break a base. With the bears, with a good amount of bears, he should be able to do so.
He doesn't even have to. He can just mass produce,
Yeah,
expand, creep, whatever he wants.
yeah.
Only thing here he has to do is, I guess, not let 1-0 take an expansion.
Yeah.
But he doesn't have to kill him right now.
Oh, that's true. But he prepares for this. I like it.
A player's forces are under attack.
And he never lets go of the undead. He never gives them time to creep up to...
Yeah.
I don't know, are there scary levels? I'm not really sure. But he kills unit after unit. Foggy in trouble with the Naga though. Explodes into ice shards.
That was unnecessary.
Yep.
Hopefully he doesn't waste his... No, doesn't lose his Beastmaster here. So losing the Naga level 3, it's a little bit painful. He could buy her back at the tavern though, he certainly has the resources. There was quite a bit of experience to his opponent. Level 2 Lich now, 2.5 Naga. But that's all he has. 1 A-bomb, 2 heroes, the statue.
Yeah, down to 39 supply. And Foggy 46, creeping even more for that before mentioned level 4 and the level 2 Hawk. Here is the magic damage.
Player's
Getting more involves here, I like that. Losing heroes, feeding the undead. It's always the danger. If suddenly he's 5-4-4, you can lose any game. That, however, only really with the DK. With the Fire Lord, maybe it's not so scary.
Yeah, what can we say, man? What can we say?
What is the way that 1-0 comes back into
Player's
this?
forces are under attack.
Hero kill is hard without soul burn,
Without incinerate.
without incinerate. There's not much damage. I mean, there's a lot of damage, right-click damage here, and Fog Lightning Nova, but you can work around that. Rune Brace is here. Nah, also an item for the shop.
Oh, the incinerator exploded. Did you see it, dude? Against
Oh
the
no, I
creeps.
didn't.
Oh, there's another one.
Ah.
Kaboom!
Certainly a cool looking spell.
One more creeping for Foggy as well, who's going to bears now. He's gonna have master soon.
A player's
Using the
forces
scroll of
are
healing for creeping, because why not? We got the money, bro. No problem. Cap this pipe. Always nice.
And is he a counter expanding against this? No, I don't see a 6th acolyte.
Oh, there it is.
Ah, he's moving over. Already in production. Okay, so he thinks he can do this, and there's a town portal. He can't get out. He will get out. Nice incinerate and fog lightning. Kills a few more, but he can easily afford that. Second town portal in not too much time though.
A player's forces are
That
under
hurts.
attack.
We do have hippogriffs now. We get bears, super wells as well.
I really like the hippos to go up against the destroyers because this Beastmaster is gonna be sick if his summons don't get the spell.
Yeah.
I wonder what he has here on level 5. Either is amazing. You know what he should do now? Tome of Retraining, Bash Bear. Let's go.
Oh yeah, the beloved Bash Bear.
Dude,
You
he's
like
got
the
Blink
Bash
on
Bear?
level 3. Isn't that amazing?
What is like? Is the Bash Bear better for you than the Tauren? Is there more love for the Bash Bear?
No.
I mean, Taurens don't have blink.
Taurens are number 1. Taurens are number 1.
Okay.
It's kind of close though. It's kind of close. One to 0 here, pretty brave to take a fight with this army.
Good position at the moment. Bears are in the back. But nice slow. And nice follow-up damage. Gets the first one. And here are the hippos. Destroyer, bye-bye.
Good AoE damage. But the destroyer is dead. So many bears.
Yeah, man. That's a walk in the park. Level 5.5 Beastmaster all of a sudden. Bears are just crawling forward. Going for the Lich. Going for the Orb of Corruption. He is gone. Has the Ankh though. But GG. Foggy wins map 1.
Hey! That increases his win rate by quite a bit.
Is that? Yeah, that's true.
Against 1 to 0. Of course, that was kind of a weird game. I think we can all agree.
Yes, but there was a lot of pressure in the early with the 5 fire lava spawns. I think he wanted to like pressure him and delay the expansion even further. That didn't work, and Foggy very patiently playing against this, waiting until the duration is over. Didn't use too many wisps to not sacrifice tech timing and the expansion timing too much. And once the pressure was off, expansion solid tier 2, not rushing tier 3, getting a certain bunch of Dryads to be able to deal with the lava spawns, and then, yeah, what can you do with a Fire Lord? That is, like, nothing. Right? Remo, right? Am I right?
I don't know, man. I think Fire Lord's a trash hero. If you don't win the game with him with his first 2 lava spawn, normally it doesn't work. Like, yes, he put on pressure well and he delayed this expo, but what was the follow-up, you know? Like,
Yep.
What do you do after?
Yep, that's the problem.
The Naga was not enough.
You got wrecked by Grubby using a Bash Bear?
No, he used the Bash Bear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
He also, to relive fun memories right now, in that game, he also surrounded me with a War Mill. Yeah, it was great fun. I should have won that game. But I lost. Ancient Isles was the map. The reason why it has to disappear.
What appears is the second map for us. It's Terra Stand LV.
That is 120 choosing Terranas.
Yep.
Excusez-moi, monsieur. What is going on?
Oh. Je ne sais pas.
I guess it doesn't matter, honestly, because he has to win both games here. So, you know, has to win this one after anyways.
1-2-0, mal à la tête. Oh, Ugri would be so proud of me. My friend.
You only knew fromage. Did you?
I was surprised, like myself. It just popped up in my head. Like, Neo, think back. 12 years ago, you were in that French lesson. You had numbers, and mal à la tête was like the first insult you knew. Put this together, and it worked. So smart.
Amazing. Here and back to Warcraft, you learn counting and cursing.
Indeed, you learn everything here. You don't have to go to.
We should really bring back some curses from China next time.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Maybe they wouldn't even tell us though, because they're so polite. They say, "Oh no, I can't tell you. Oh no."
Oh, I'm trying to reconnect. I hope it works. It apparently does. Yay!
There we go.
Yoo-hoo!
Are we seriously gonna have double neutral heroes again? It would be crazy. That would be crazy. This is such a good Demon Hunter map.
Foggy has the lead.
In the hell are these build orders? It's a fast fiend build from 120, and it's a neutral hero again from Foggy. Should they just agreed to play silly strats?
I mean, it could be still a tavern hero by 120 as well. With a late altar.
Yeah.
I mean, Foggy might just be influenced by Moon, and that's not bad because Moon is the best Night Elf versus Undead in the world. So yeah, but this is certainly weird to have a Fiend opening against Night Elf.
He did this a few, maybe 2 years back, back when Remind was still playing, and destroyed him with a Lich first Fiend opening. Because it turned out that Frost Armor is really amazing against Demon until Dryads are out. And once they're out, it's of course worthless. But until then, it is absolutely amazing.
Alright.
Is that a resurgence of this strategy? If it should be, well, we don't have a Demon Hunter this time. And if it's not against a melee hero, then suddenly looks a lot less good.
Chat is asking for a Crypt Lord.
Oh, dude, Crypt Lord, my favorite hero of all heroes. But I don't know, man. Skeletons are pretty bad. I mean, Scarabs are pretty bad against Wisps.
Yep. But so are lava spawns.
I think they should change the Scarabs from 5 maximum to 3 maximum, and then improve their stats to compensate, you know?
Okay.
I think getting 5 up just takes way too long.
Yeah, you don't have the corpses really, because you use skeletons as well, especially early on.
Yeah.
It's a
It's
DK!
actually going DK, yeah.
Archers here. And Foggy, what are you going for? Beastmaster again? Or something else? Beastmaster again.
He's the boy. He hasn't scouted yet, right?
Nope.
He sends the Whisper over right now. This guy's in for a surprise. Because he's gonna see in 3, 2, 1. That is a spider!
Oh yeah.
What the hell?
Players' forces are under attack.
Bash Bear or what?
Dude, of course. The answer is always Bash Bear. But you know what? Actually, this blind countering thing goes in 120's favor, because the reason why Fiends are bad against Night Elf is because you can't coil them, you can't heal them, because you don't have mana against a Demon Hunter. And the good thing about Fiends is they are valuable in all stages of the game, but you always want to keep them alive.
Yeah.
When your opponent plays Demon Hunter and even a Naga to boot, that is extremely hard to do.
So
Maybe
Foggy
this
wants...
isn't even so horrible.
Foggy again going for a fast expansion as it seems. He's not tech. Okay, now he's teching, but of course we know Night Elves can tech and expand at the same time. Here we go! And level 2 instantly. Hellstone, not too bad against coils. Engine of War, still up. 120 creeping for the permanence.
And 120 of course has to scout for this expo, has to cancel this expo. Otherwise this game is most likely over already. Surprised he's not sending out the skeletons.
Yeah, a little lazy, right?
Right? He doesn't know anything.
And the Hawk, of course, sees it all.
Yeah, so he does know it's a Beastmaster, and with a Beastmaster you always have to expect an expansion.
Is he teching fast? Yes, he is.
He's not using any mana to creep, not even to heal up his fiends, wasting so much regen. It's looking a little weird right now.
It's gonna be an easy level 3 Beastmaster, right? He's super close already.
Yeah. I'm not ready if he actually... I don't know, he can't go Bash Bear anymore. Damn!
But 120 finishes this. I mean, he cancels it.
Yeah, okay. Comes in time, he has to do this. And there's honestly not anything that the Night Elf can do to stop this. Even if he engages the army, there's no catch, there's no slow.
Yeah.
This expo is gonna die if the Undead comes over.
Huntress Hall coming, Tier 2 coming as well. Level 3 for the Beastmaster accomplished in 4 minutes. That's really, really fast. But that's how Terranos works.
Yeah, always has. Colby still pretty good damage. Would love to kill a Fiend here, but as I said earlier, no catch in this Night Elf army makes finding the kills super hard against the Aura. The unholy Aura. Aura of Unholiness.
player's forces are under attack.
Okay. Expansion attempt number 2 at 30%. He has some defense units there as well, while the Beastmaster is causing some trouble alone. We do have more fiends, and tier 2 almost done for 120.
Yeah. And now there's a Naga here, now there is some control. So I don't think 120 can find the cancel here again without at least suffering heavy losses. So I would actually like to see a counter expansion now, because he has to expect that there's going to be another Tree of Life coming up.
A player's forces are
And
under
if he goes for
attack.
tier 3 timing, then it's going to hit very, very late against the Expo. And guess what? Acolyte number 6, hell yeah!
Oh.
Expo, here we go.
Okay. Maybe some shades of patch 1.30 with Fiend opening against Huntress something and then into double Expo. We'll see in the future of Warcraft 3. This is gonna be close to level 3 for the DK as well. Heal wards, nice for creeping as 3 Fiends are heard.
Oh yeah. That's a very good drop right now. Can Foggy now cancel his Expo without losing too much? Oh, the Hawk's out, so good. Sees this immediately. So how much does he have? 3 archers, a berserker, and 2 heroes. Should be doable, I guess. Well, I suppose in the end it comes down to micro.
First Dryads are coming as well. Doesn't have too much against buildings, but while they're under construction, it can tear them down easily. 120 is kind of close though. He is trying to attack this, and it works. With 2 Quilbees, they will... yeah, they have duration on them.
Yeah. So here's Lich now as well. What's he gonna focus on? An easy cancel here. Would love to kill the Acolyte, that delays things even further. He's gonna save his Naga as well. Oh, the coil actually! Oh, that was pretty sweet. Keeps the Acolyte alive, so he can reconstruct it immediately.
Second expansion by Foggy. In the
Oh,
upper
that's also
right.
pretty smart.
Yeah.
That is actually really smart. I like that a lot.
How much IQ?
At least 190.
Player's forces are under attack.
So he matches us finally.
Yeah. Great. Oh, they're only separated by a little forest here. Will they realize? Item is throw the beast. Oh, dude, that could be sick right now.
Could be sick indeed. On the other side, Rune Bracers, very nice as well. And a Shredder for Foggy, which with his normal damage is never wrong against
Right, here we
a
go.
Fiend army.
Big Nova. Oh, he intentionally split the archers? That would have been pretty sick, my friend. Going for the Zeppelin as well. Is he going to try to use it to cancel the Expo once again? That might be a little bold. Could have worked, though.
Especially if he goes for Web, which he
Yeah.
doesn't.
But if there's web and your Zeppelin gets webbed and then everything dies, oh, it feels bad, man. But he's gonna do it. He's gonna do it! And it's gonna work.
A town is under siege.
Alrighty.
A
It's looking like the 2-0 for Foggy, dude. I'm telling you.
See about that. There's a statue, there's ghouls, but yeah, he has to cancel this. 120 does know nothing about the Expo in the upper right, which is almost done now. Score of the Beast, but only piercing damage. He would love to have an army of ghouls right now. Oh, did he snipe the Wisp again?
Yeah.
And now he
Has to
spins the
produce wisps.
skeletons.
Foggy, produce wisps! Bring wisps from the main! What are you doing?
Oh, he's losing this one. But...
As a backup Expo, I guess.
yeah. And he killed this Expo. And he continues to threaten the economy of 120. But yeah, this one is gone.
TP home here from the undead. Foggy does not want to fight. Has to be careful of web. Yep, there is web. That's the TP.
There was quite a chance to kill one Fiend. He realized it too late. And then the coil was there. Foggy. No tier 3, no bears. Which is, of course, the natural counter against Fiends. On the other side, tier 3 only now without an expansion. This is very late.
A player's forces are under attack.
I think Foggy could have had a chance to keep this Expo alive. Bring in mass wisps. Produce him. Bring him from the main. Bring him from the gold mine. But oh well, he still had that backup Expo. That was a pretty cool play.
Lich, by the way, sick inventory. 2 circlet gloves, claws,
Oh yeah.
But no orb yet, so it will be even better. DK also with 2 consumables, which is never bad. And
Players'
here he
forces are
scouts
under
the
attack.
next expo. And the second one coming back up.
Next big consumables here to be grabbed up by 120. He has pretty nice hero levels already. And this one is... Oh, the lightning shield on the Quilby's Neo. How much do you love this?
Oh, I love it very, very much. This is so much AoE and you can't coil everything. There is one more heal ward, I guess, or did he use it before for the creeping? I don't know. Coils arrive, but yeah, constant damage. But it's kind of out-healed by the statues.
Yeah. Night Elf army is kind of disappearing, though. That was not a good trade at all. That was a horrible trade for Foggy.
Yes, only the stone on his Beastmaster has to consume it, I guess. Another lightning shield. But there's still so much healing on these statues. Nice movement, though. Oh, coil in time again. And yeah, he's losing Dryad after Dryad after Dryad. Has to be careful with this Naga. Where's the invul? Use it! Whoa, that was close. He has to walk the long way home now.
Yeah, Foggy just threw away his entire army.
Yep.
Lightning shield looked cool, but it didn't do enough.
Nope.
He's got 2 expos though.
Yeah. One is not running and one is under heavy pressure if 120 moves up.
That was such a mistake by Foggy. Why does he engage this army? He could have delayed, he could have gone for Zeppelin lame or something, get 70 supply, but no, he engages with 58 supply Dryads against Fiends. And statues. Yeah. That was a massive
Forces
mistake.
are under attack.
And of course, there's plenty of coils in the absence of a mana burning demon hunter.
Correctly.
So nice detonate, so there's no Nova, but of course he can still snipe. He's engaging with a Shredder this time, so he has some normal damage, but the Orb of Corruption is doing so much work. No repair from the other Wisp, way too late, and therefore the Lich MVP of this fight so far. Coil again in time. There's one more, and this doesn't look good for Foggy again.
You need kind of critical mass, at least if you're playing mass Dryads, but he's never getting there. He's always engaging at bad times. There's no way you're winning a fight, or is there? Okay, mercenaries coming in. Maybe they can turn for time.
Okay, 2 Fiends low. He has one more coil. That's the last one. But more and more Dryads are falling, man. He's level 5 now. He's leveling so fast with all these Dryads disappearing. Finally, he can get a Fiend. Is that Foggy's chance now? With the Mercs, Naga levels up to level 3. Doesn't have Fog Lightning at the moment, though, but another Fiend falls.
Heroes now in trouble as well, perhaps. There's one more Nova on the Lich, soon to be 2. So now he got rid of most of the Fiends, but how does he deal with the heroes?
Yeah. Needs detonate, I guess. He doesn't want to do it now. The other Expo is back up and soon to be mining, so he's gonna have that Expo advantage, but for how long? Because 120 is not only knocking down Foggy's expansion, he is getting his own one up, but he has to cancel it again because Foggy brings back the Zeppelin.
Yeah, Zeppelin was always sitting there for scouting. Really nice. So, can 120 crack this base as well? If he does, this game is his. He doesn't have too much army left though. 6 sick heroes.
Yeah.
This hero nuke is so painful.
He's plus 15 on this Lich with increased attack speed. Yeah, with the Hawk, he must focus on the statues now, I feel. There's still so much mana on them. Web comes in, Coil comes in. So much mana again on the DK.
Obviously the Beastie pops the one invul, but that's it. That's the only one he's gonna have. And now he needs to be careful. More coils coming in. The Naga as well, joining the battle, Scroll of Healing as well. Oh, he's got the Zeppelin. That was actually pretty cool to save heroes now as well. And a lot of Dryads finally.
And this one coil was a bit too late. This one as well. 2 wasted coils, 2 dead Fiends. He's kind of trying to save this Naga. So close. Uses the Scroll of Healing for that. Zeppelin comes in for another rescue attempt. DK runs him down. But there is a move. What a game between the two now.
There's a Nova. This is a little bit dangerous. What's he gonna go on? Staffs out the Beastmaster. Well done. Is Foggy stabilizing? I think he is. The Lich doesn't have any healing. He has an invul though. We'll have to pop it.
But there's no coil, so 7 seconds, and then the Lich might fall, or he has to staff the, pop over the TP. Invul over! Right click! Where is it? There we go! But a little too late.
But
Expo up.
His Expo.
Expo up, and the other one cancelled.
Damn, that was so close though. That was so close.
How close was it, Remo?
Oh my god, close. Oh my god, close.
Can the Undead Heroes carry this? He's going for Destroyer upgrade right now, then he can Dispel. There
I think the Destroyers are gonna save him though. There's so many Dryads.
Yeah.
What he
Tier 3
needs
is coming only now though.
What he needs is a lot of Fiends, of course. And a third hero in this situation would also be really good. But going for a third hero now it's too late.
Yeah,
now a level 1 hero doesn't do anything anymore.
A player's forces are under
Good for
attack.
Foggy that the DK ultimate is basically useless. Lich is still far away, but he's getting close to level 5. And
I don't know,
then...
man. This could be like the one game where the ultimate actually does something.
Ah!
If there's a lot of Dryads on the ground
Yeah, maybe.
and Fiends, he should have some mana, maybe. Creepjack here coming in, but can't know about the Dryads. And doesn't seem to want to go for the Naga. Alright, in we go. Foggy, there's no reason for you to fight. You have 2 bases. So, didn't he have like 55 supply a moment ago?
Yeah, he killed a Dryad to be below upkeep again. And then, I don't know, lost another one?
Forces are under attack.
Foggy producing now finally. Waited quite a long time with this. Oh, by the way, he did go tier 3. So
Yeah.
players will be coming in.
Yes,
He has the
coming
time
now
for this. These will be really good.
There is... Okay, this Destroyer upgrade is finished. He's going for Burrow now as well. He will have Dispel against Roar and Redo, but how much?
Level 5 Lich, by the way.
Ah, he can't morph a Destroyer! He doesn't have the food. There's no Ziggurat coming.
Oh.
He can't morph. So we have Redo and Roar on Foggy's side now.
No Master Bears yet. Tier 3 just finishing up here in a moment. By the way, Lich level
Tinker.
5, full mana.
Tinker third to be, or to have more damage against buildings. Beastmaster stepping out, has a potion, has to re-engage. Shop is dead, but the Expo is still mining. No second Expo attempt. He spent all his gold on the army. Master training coming now. Foggy is waiting for this upgrade to finish.
It's even good enough though. We have 5 Fiends, we have a Destroyer. This is a really good undead army. Foggy supply stuck.
Yeah. That was the first bear. Executed by Coil Nova. Still holding on. Still waiting. And now... Master Bears!
He only has 2. And the summons, they die so quickly now. Oh, I don't know. 1-0, how did he stay in this game?
Whoa, that nuke!
Just barely survives here. We have the detection now from the Hawk. He has to find some kills on these Fiends now.
Wow, but the Dryads, they're falling one after another. This Hawk doesn't do anything against the Fiends. And the Bears are falling. Yeah, this Destroyer, so much value. Gets another Bear. Level 2 on the Tinker instantly. Level 5 on the Lich as well. Super close to being level 6. He's finally sniping the statues, but it's too late. Nova on the Naga, and no rescuing her anymore. GG.
Alright, I'm gonna check out the resources here. Foggy had 15,800 gold. 1-0 had 11,000. So Foggy had 50% more gold in that game. And 1-0 still won.
1/3, right?
Yeah, it's 50% more. 50% from 50% of 11,000.
Ah.
Like 5,000. Yeah, that is pretty sick.
Yeah.
Beastmaster once again though showing his weakness. Like he's not a good fighter. You need mass units to overpower your opponent.
I think the mistake was to fight there at the Dark Wizard on the right side. That threw him back so hard. Reaching that critical mass.
Yeah.
And then if it's Dryads, the undead heroes spiral out of control.
Absolutely. Also, the first expo, I think he could have saved that with better wisp usage. Root up an Ancient of War. I don't know. Could have had an AP in position there as well. That's not too expensive. But he felt he could give that up with having a backup expo. But 1-0 played that pretty damn well in the late game.
Do we have a result from WFZ versus Chimico, guys? Are you multi-twitching at the moment? And let us know if the score is there. We are going into our last match. Not hosted yet, though.
Is that still going on? WZ versus Chimico?
They started the game
a while
10
ago,
minutes,
right?
10 minutes ago.
Oh, yeah. I see it here. Okay.
Game is up. It's Echo Isles. In. You're ready. All good. 1-1 between Tomiko and WFC. Alright. Man, WFC is really the marathon, man. So many series that end with 2-1.
Would be pretty surprising if Chimico takes him out, though.
Would be pretty surprising if Foggy takes out 1-0.
That's also true.
Uh-huh.
However, kind of depends on the strategy as well. What heroes are we going to see here? We saw a weird opening by 1-0, but still the strong standard heroes, Lich and DK, coming through in the end.
Chat is asking, what time will the playoffs start tomorrow? First, you can check our schedule at backtowarcraft.com. We also have a schedule in the Twitch stream description. And it starts at 1 p.m. CEST. But if you're from a different time zone, then we have a countdown later today on backtowarcraft.com. Always good to check that out.
Hell yeah. So, want to make some hero predictions now? Before we see the build?
I think Warden.
Really?
Yeah, I see a Warden, Remo. I don't know, focusing all the energy. I'm using my far sight. And I see... I hear Shadow Strike.
You hear Shadow Strike? I think he would be really desperate then, though, if he does that.
Maybe it's completely wrong.
I think it's a demon.
Going back to standard.
Could maybe go greedy? Greedy Ancient of War?
With the Mercam?
Yeah.
Why are 1,400 people looking this? Because it's awesome Warcraft action, and a European is fighting against the top undead in the world for the playoffs of this WGL, which is the World Championship qualifier playoffs. That's why.
Yep. Tomorrow we continue, and we finish on Sunday with our August race.
Is it a special today? Normal Warcraft 3 streamers have about 50 viewers. For us, I think slightly above 1,000 is normal.
Yeah, I think so.
On longer days, 2,000 is normal, but this is the last
What's
game
our
of the
record
day.
again, Neo?
6,
oh, I thought you knew that right at the top of your head.
6,792, maybe? I will look it up.
Our players are in the lobby. We are ready to get this going. Our last game of the day, ladies and gentlemen.
Max viewers.
This would honestly be a big deal for Foggy, as we have told you now a number of times throughout this series. He has never taken out 1-0 in a best of 3 or a best of 5.
Yes.
This would be his very first time. And here on Echo Isles, he has defeated him before. Only has to do it once more.
Our record stands at 6,695 with our solo event, like without Blizzard streams. The Blizzard stream was 21,900. Quite a good boost back in February this year.
Yeah. That was a cool event. I can agree. Oh, I was getting so hyped, man, when we went to the offices and stuff. Oh, it was so awesome. Tons of fun.
I still think I didn't do good, but whatever! Game 3! Foggy, match points for the playoffs. Of course, this goes for 1-0 as well. He's going for the Fiend build order again. And Foggy is going for a neutral hero build order again.
Yeah, Foggy just seems to have lost faith in the Demon Hunter, I guess. And 1-0, is this him anticipating, alright, he doesn't play Demon first anymore, so I can rely on Fiends. Maybe that's his line of thinking. But also good opening here by Foggy, gonna be able to go for the Mercam level 2 right away. This is usually considered a little bit greedy, but when your opponent goes Fiends, he can apply absolutely no pressure at all for the first 3.5 minutes or so.
That's true. You are the Bash Bear expert. Is he just too slow in the beginning until Dryads are there to chase the Fiends?
Yeah, the Bash Bear is not a good chaser, but when the two armies meet and have a sturdy front line, I think it's pretty okay. Honestly, I think the Hawk is a wasted skill point because once there's web, it's completely useless. Early game, for scouting, it's nice, but later, when you're fighting, it's a wasted skill point.
But since Foggy is going for the expansion and stuff, he needs a lot of intelligence and can't really use the Wisp because it's so resource intensive with expansion and tech at the same time.
Yeah,
so the Hawk has definitely a good point here. And if you take out the Destroyer, like in Game 1, he is amazing against statues.
Well, as long as he doesn't get webbed, that's true. But normally, he should get webbed pretty quickly because of how easy he is to take out. If this is a Beastmaster, which it should be. Let's see. There it is.
A player's
Beastie
forces
again.
are under attack.
So how quick is his expansion gonna be? Can he maybe produce it before the Fiends can come over on level 2? Level 2 DK that it is, of course. Unlikely, honestly. Pretty easier to get level 2 for the undead, of course. Green camp into green camp. And then should already have... Oh, that's a very quick export.
Yeah, that's why he didn't go for the mercenary camp. Just creeping this up. Then he can go back, heal up a little with his Engine of War, go to the mercenary camp, and that's close to level 3 again.
But here's a skeleton being sent out that is supposed to exactly check for that expansion. Once he sees it, he will have to run over immediately, though, to cancel it. Or is he just running over?
It's a lot harder than on Terranas, I think. Because he has earlier mercenary camp access. Oh, the lightning shield.
A player's forces are under attack.
That's level 2 at least. 1-0 positions himself closer to the middle, so he can attack faster with his tech on the way.
Yep, that's pretty cool. This guy's gonna see it. It's really close to expiring, but yeah, he sees it.
Yep. Yeah. Lost plus 9.
Siege.
Nah, maybe. Yeah, it's great. It's gonna be great for the Naga later. And the Berserker is great against the, in skeletons for sure. And a little bit of pressure.
Wow, he sold the scroll of the
Player's forces
beast,
are under
Whoa.
attack.
instead getting claws and circlet, expecting their wisps to be there for detonate.
Okay. Well, bad call, I guess, because there is none. But alright. Level 3 Beastmaster with quite a bit of mana.
Damage. It could be really close. It's already got 950 HP.
Oh, here's a Wisp. He splits the skeleton, puts them back together, one survives. And now the army is there, has to use the first coil. That's of course a little damage mitigation because the DK has to raise his arm, can't hit this one. And does he want to lose the Fiend? No. Oh boy, this is... He gets it. Perfect timing without even losing the Fiend, or... Is the Beastmaster chasing well enough? Yes, he is.
But Foggy, why was there only one wisp at this expansion?
Oh, WFZ is out! Losing to Chimiko. 5th Korean in the top 8.
Wow. WZ not having a great day, it seems. And Chimiko. Your boy? Is he still your boy?
pretty much. Mango is giving him a hard run, but yeah.
So once again, the early expansion didn't come up for Foggy, but this time at least it was better for him. He was able to get a Fiend out of the Undead, and that is a big deal, guys. Again, the strength of Fiends... Wait a minute. No, it survived!
A player's forces are under attack.
It's that low HP Fiend over there, right?
Wait.
I thought the Beastmaster ran it down, didn't he?
In the south he did, but the second one apparently not.
Oh, okay. You're sure he killed that one?
Yes, I saw it.
Alright. Saw it with my own eyes. So counter expansion again from 1 to 0, or has he just given up hope in that strategy?
Lich is coming, Slaughterhouse early as well. So this would delay the tier 3 tech again massively. He's creeping it up though, but that's...
Oh, that's a creep drag. That's a really good creep drag by Foggy coming in.
Ooh, Naga. It's the first kill, first experience. DK is low. Can he get in for a Frost Arrow? That would most likely trigger the TP. Oh, and stairs. Well, it has to TP out immediately.
Yeah, doesn't want to lose another Fiend. That really takes away from your strength. And will save it.
Very important, because like that, DK didn't get to 3. Doesn't have the goal to afford another town portal right now. Goes for the skull instead.
Yep. So it is Expo, I guess.
Expo's up for Foggy. Tier 2 tech as well. Lores are coming. Of course, Tier 2 is up, since otherwise we wouldn't have seen the Naga.
So can he do as great of a job at keeping this Undead expansion coming from as he did in the first game? Or is that not even what 1 to 0 goes for? Is the skull just for healing? Oh no, there's Acolyte number 6.
Alright, so it is the delayed tech. How fast? Oh, Foggy this time, super fast tier 3.
Alright. Different approach. Of course, you can't go double Expo here.
Thank you, Mikey Likey 27 for the Prime sub.
I kind of like the bears, I guess, if he expects going up against the reinforced expansion. You cannot break spirit towers with dryads. That's just impossible. That's not going to happen. With bears, maybe you can, but shouldn't his priority number 1 be to cancel this expo here as long as he can?
Yeah, I think so too. Lich, by the way, level 2. Look at this inventory. Plus 12 and gloves, but the Fiends, there's no statue. Coming in only now.
Well, he didn't use the skull. He forgot about it. Oh.
Or use it for an attack against the Tree of Life.
But he can detonate against it so easy.
That's true.
Maybe he wants to sell it as a fake, you know? Pop down the skull, make it look like an all-in play against the expansion, whilst in the meantime having the expo of your own coming up.
Foggy gets a big spot here though. Level 4 Beastmaster and Pandant. By the way, thank you Lumko Lumpchef for yet another Twitch Prime sub.
Thank you.
1 to 0 supply stuck. He's not going for another Ziggurat, only now for the Necropolis. That will take forever.
If only he had popped that skull over there. But this distraction push should be working out here.
Yeah, but I don't think he's killing this Tree of Life. Not at all. And then at one point there will be a lot of bears and no tier 3. This time he goes with the Hawk against the statues. I like that.
But this is the one time it's gonna work. Because where is finishing? Reju on the Quill Beast. Okay, we can see that every day. And Coil Nova as well. Alright, so the expo is gonna be done. It's gonna be scouted now with a Wisp, but not reinforced. No Ziggurats, no Spirit Towers.
Oh, going for the bear, so important. Drink some moon juice. 4 here. And he sees the expo. Puts in an engine of war, I guess. Yes, exactly.
Killed the shop, so no staff actually. That's a big deal.
Oh yeah.
And you also stole the involts from the shop, right? That's also really good. If you can keep them away from the Night Elf.
1 to 0 is just so smart. Another Nova, getting rid of the Berserker. We have Raw now, no Dispel. 3 bears, 4th bear coming. Is that enough for Foggy? He's going for the Lich right away. Catches the coil. That was the last one though. Has another invul on him. Is this the real thing to focus? I don't know, man.
Alright, 1-0 found a couple of kills here. But there was a lot of mana invested.
Yeah, Beastmaster has no mana. Once again, he's giving him a run for the shop. Gets dust. Oh, so nice. And the invul.
So good. Oh, the dust is so smart, actually.
Yeah. Fiends will burrow. Foggy has no detection except the Hawk. So it depends on how long this Hawk is alive and where he gets webbed.
No orb yet makes this all a lot more difficult for 1-0. Tier 3 so far, far away.
So Foggy, what to fight now? Army, Expo. Can you fight the Expo after you fought the army? Engine of War is causing some trouble now against the Nerub. So maybe he's fighting until the Nerub is gone and then goes down. Statue gone. This is nice. No detection anymore though. But I think this is looking good for the Ukrainian. This could be the first time he ever defeats 1-0 in a series.
Yeah, this is definitely the best ever looked. But also last game didn't look too bad for him. Can 1-0 magically fight his way back into this? He's down in supply. He's down in tech. He's got arguably better heroes though at least.
Oh, and summons the gold mine. And now his DK is low as well. Has to use the invul or TP out. Bears are just wrecking this army. He has to stay alive. Fiend is dead due to Fork Lightning now. He can't. Oh, again! The Fiend dead. The coil too late. The 3rd time we see that in this series. And now it's burrow time maybe. But it's just a savior for one Fiend and not for his game.
Under siege.
And these bears are kicking ass. Doesn't have to rely on the Dryads anymore. And suddenly...
Oh, he's supply stuck again with the Necropolis being down.
And suddenly with this Fiend opening... Like, Fiend opening really good against mass Dryads, but against bears coming in?
Yeah.
Not so much.
I mean, I don't think the big problem is the Fiend opening, but it's rather the expansion timing delayed tier 3. Because then there's no destroyers.
Maybe he could have weathered the storm at his expo had he popped down that skull earlier. I think he just forgot about it.
Yeah.
I think he just forgot. If he pops that skull, puts up 2, maybe even 3 towers there.
Yeah.
That is really reinforced. Hard to say though, of course. Now he's being chased across the map. Dryads, bears, hawks, everywhere.
Will the curse be lifted? The TI curse is gone. Is the Foggy 1-0 curse gone as well? It looks like it.
It's looking so good.
Oh, we have double engine of wind already up. We get upgrades as well. Holy shit, he has 5 production buildings at the moment.
This is like the dream night of late game army. A lot of bears, a lot of hippos, and just a couple of dryads.
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. This time he wins the race for the shop. Shop control on Foggy's side. He doesn't have the gold at the moment, but the invul he gets. 1-0, man.
Yeah.
He does
Again, he doesn't have to like force anything now. He can go up to 80, get all the upgrades, get a TP, get heal scrolls, be safe, get the perfect army. 1-0 won't be able to follow him there.
Yeah. 1-0 now with Destroyer upgrade and also the first Abomination.
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, the Lich is kind of ridiculous indeed. But is the Lich enough?
Can he defeat a 30 supply deficit? That would be something.
If he's one of those 3 players who could be able to do it. Him, Lin, and TH.
Yeah, maybe.
It's very, very, very rough though. And it's not very likely, but he's trying.
One hope here is that these heroes, which are there for Foggy, aren't gonna pull their weight, because they're not the greatest in the Super Late game, but this army is so scary. So many bears, hippos, he's trying to kite against them, but he can't really take them out. Going for the Beastmaster next, early invul pop, that could be an opening. Once that invul's over, can he find the kill? Big Nova into all the bears for damage and slow. Not too much follow-up damage on them though. He's gonna find one bear kill finally, Lich dropping low as well. Hippos finding their target on the Destroyer once again, Webs coming in. He can slow them down, but he can't kill them.
Another coil. He has a lot more coils to save these units, but is the cooldown in time? No, he's not. Destroyer down, and now the bears are free to reign. I mean, of course there's fiend damage. Of course there's this mighty lich, but it's more and more bears. Fiends fall in the front. There is no blocker except this one abomination. Fork lightning rattling through. Look at this. He's just outnumbered in every single regard. Going for another Nova. Slows it down, but even the abomination falls now. Not even disease cloud. And slowly but steady, the mana is running dry.
This is looking like Foggy's first victory in a longer series against 120. He's losing a couple of hippos, yes, but now 120 down to 46 supply. We have 74 for the Ukrainian. This must
no
be
TP. Yeah, no TP, no healing anymore, no mana on the DK. He's getting more and more units. This Naga third helping a little with the damage, but he can't stop this force anymore. Next destroyer is up, getting webbed, this hippo. But the heroes of Foggy looking still so good. Dryad shots, still no coil. Destroyer, oh, saves himself with a dispel.
He's microing his little harder right now, but his army is just too small. The Naga in trouble has to go for the invul before she falls. Beastmaster, oh no, has he overextended? Foggy, you could have easily bought a TP. Uh-oh, a couple more right clicks, and his first hero, oh my god, actually gets away.
Oh, is the Lich intercepting? No, he's not. He's
DK's
fighting with
dead.
the rest of the army. Oh yeah, we missed that one.
Bears. This must be it.
He's still trying hard. He's running back to the tavern to get his first hero back, but then he will be without mana. Oh, Foggy. Whoo! Gold mines. 3,600. He can stay in this game. DK back. 52 supply remaining for 120 against 78 with 1-1 upgrades. One desperate attempt for a hero kill, maybe. He still has one invul, but this DK loss, man, was huge.
Yeah, and Foggy, he has so many chances. There's so much room for error for him as well. He can lose another hero. Maybe he can even lose two more. His army is just so big. Right, one bear getting taken out, but once again, that costs a Nova. The only Nova he had. Now there's only one coil left as well. Full of healing coming in from Foggy's side. Healing everything nicely up again. This destroyer usage, by the way, is so good.
Yeah.
PC spelling so much, getting so much mana, healing so much as well.
Lich now in the front line, taking way too much normal damage. Last coil, more hippos arriving. He can web 2, but he can't web 3.
And he has to kite all day. He's doing a pretty good job. He's gonna get another bear. Oh, the Lich though, super low! The coil too late. The Lich is dead. And that must be it. Is he gonna
DK.
admit it?
DK follows. Double kill for Foggy. This must be it. Raw being recasted. GG! The curse is lifted! And Foggy makes it to the playoffs. Playing from the Ukraine on Chinese servers. Defeating the best Undead Night Elf player in the world for the very first time. After a long and exhausting best of 3. He finally made it, man.
Hell yeah. What did I say, dude? Every streak has to end. And it ends today. Foggy, impressive play. We had some weird heroes every now and then, but still, it is a victory. It is the W that counts. And as you said, now he's through into the playoffs, into the round of 8.
Indeed. Whew, what a cool result for Foggy, man. First, these super tough games in the prelims, these Night Elf mirrors, that could have gotten, like, the other way for sure. Today, losing, or starting to lose to Shishi, the first map against Shishi's Orc, again, so rough than being stomped by Focus. Whew, not, and then, like, the second game of the series against 120, losing this was kind of a throw, but then coming back so strong on Echo. This guy is representing Europe so goddamn well. And we can be so happy that we got him.
Yeah, absolutely. Super cool, super cool. A bit of a new era, perhaps. Him defeating 120. Is this like the mental block lifted finally? Does he finally realize, all right, I can beat him? Is he going to have a chance offline as well? I hope so.
Yeah, certainly. So, would of course be nice for the European players as well if Foggy qualifies via the NetEase qualifier. We have basically one more slot for Europe, so he's fighting for all of Europe here right now. And yeah, that's it. So, in the playoffs that start tomorrow at 1 p.m. CEST, we have Lawlight and Lucifer, Colorful and Infi, Moon and Shimiko, and Focus and Foggy. That means 4 Night Elves, 1 Undead, 1 Orc, and 2 Humans.
All right, the Knights are back,
great.
boys.
Yeah.
And Lucifer, by the way, being the only undead. How
Yeah.
times have changed.
Really, right? It's not WFZ, it's not 120, it's the old man. And you have to watch that game. Yesterday, Fly vs. Lucifer on Ancient Isles. This fight on the right side at the expansion. This was one of the biggest annihilations of an orc army that I have ever seen in my life. It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy.
All right. Have to check out the VOD. Have to check it out.
On YouTube, of course, where all the games of today will land as well. So if you want to catch up on some awesome Warcraft casting, well, games, casting, it's up to you. It's youtube.com/backtowarcraft. If you want to get information about the scene, then you can follow us on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram. It's all /backtowarcraft. You can also join our Discord for some interesting discussions and replay packs, of course, if you are a brave subscriber of this channel. If you really want to support us financially, then we have a stream tip open. You can donate via credit card and bank account and PayPal. No, not bank account, but PayPal and cryptocurrency. You can also buy our merchandise at shop.backtowarcraft.com. Use our Amazon referral link, sub here at Twitch. And I guess that's it, right? Remo, did I forget anything?
No, I think we're good. So, I guess that is the cue to say goodbye to you guys for today. Don't forget, tomorrow we continue 1 p.m. CEST. Once again, we are in the top 8. We are in the playoffs. It's going to be only me. Neo is going to be crashing some weddings. All right. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll see you again tomorrow. We say goodbye with our goodbye routine from the Donuts. Until then, take care.
Adios.